who bequeaths his ancient earthly possessions to you.
And then I greedily ask, is there anything else?
No, that is all. Now, please. I find myself very weary all of a sudden.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to eventually call the Dawnstar Sanctuary home, and it's going to be a safe place for me. And I'm going to have family members there, including a Red Guard, and I'm going to guess an Aragonian. She called him a Night Child, I think. Yeah, that makes me want to say Shadow Scale. But not before bloodshed. Not before, I don't know, I fight them and we hurt each other. Maybe we kill some people together. Maybe we kill off the Pale Forest Sanctuary together. Maybe Nazir and I can never remember the Aragonian's name over here. Tianvara, something like that. Maybe Nazir and the Aragonian come join me and leave Armjorn, Astrid, Gabriella, Babette, the old man. What is the old man's name? I don't recall. I still would really like to fight them. I think they'd make a better boss fight than would Cicero, although Cicero would have been cool. It would have been cool if I at least had to like duel him. Like he was hurt, but he was still kind of just ridiculously powerful. Maybe having been channeled small bits of the Night Mother's power and energy over all the time as her keeper, over such close proximity to her remains. That would have been cool. Even though a werewolf slashed out half his guts. Wow, this is a really lengthy loading screen I've got here. I may chop the video until this comes back in. Crazy long. Alright, I re-enter the sanctuary. And another loading screen. Chop! I am uploading a video right now, so that might be a little bit of the loading screen issue. Hello, Astrid.
Armjorn is safe, and for that you have my thanks. But what of the fool? Is Cicero dead?
I don't know if I should lie to her, or if I just... Oh, okay, I don't have an option. Yes, Cicero is dead. Lie.
Excellent. Once again, you've proven yourself a born assassin. Tell you what. Why don't you hold on to Shadowmere a while longer?
You bet I will.
He's a fine steed, and hasn't been ridden nearly as much as he should lately. And now that this Cicero mess has been mopped up, we can get back to the matter at hand,
Right, so what's my next task?
There's just one more target before we strike out at the Emperor. Have you by chance heard of the Gourmet? Read his cookbook? It's become quite a phenomenon.
A cookbook?
The Gourmet is scheduled to cook for the Emperor at a special dinner. You'll kill him, steal his writ of passage, and assume the role of Master Chef.
Well, I am an alchemist.
Festus has been spearheading this part of the assassination plan. He's close to uncovering the identity of the Gourmet. You should report to him.
Uncovering the identity. It's like his Master Chef.
Represent us well, sister.
Why is it like we're uncovering his identity? Hey, I would like to punk you.
Are.
Can I talk some trash, please, to this werewolf?
I just wanted to say thanks for coming to find me back in Dawn's. Hello, Tidbit.
Oh, I cut him off. I was hoping he would continue to talk while this came up. What you can tell me about yourself?
Look, if you're trying to get to know me, don't. I don't like you, and I never will.
Wow.
It's nothing personal, but my wife trusts you, and I trust her judgment. So you can't be all bad.
Yeah, so what you're saying
Here's
is you're
all you
just
need
ignorant.
to know. I'm
That's
a
cool.
werewolf. I like killing things. I love Astrid. I hate annoying people. And the color blue gives me a headache.
The moon.
Right then.
Every now and then you see a blue moon. He's setting
The shadow scales are all
Vizara,
but forgotten.
that's his name.
Ancient greetings.
Okay, I don't have
sister.
anything else to say to him.
Kill
She
well.
said to report to, I believe she said Nazir? She said someone. Yes. Well, at least I've got a side contract to turn
Still
into
here. Need something?
Actually, I did just level up.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively.
No, I actually don't
and
want to use
keep you
light
quick
armor.
on your feet.
It would be really cheap. It'd be another cheap. Whoa, 1700 actually wouldn't be so cheap. I want to see if I can find Speechcraft though. A Speechcraft trainer sink a bunch of money in it. Safia is dead.
By Sithis, now I am truly impressed. To kill a pirate captain on our own ship, no less. Simply masterful. You've not only earned your payment, but my respect as well. And believe me, friend, that does not come easily. I'm afraid that concludes our business. You have exhausted all available additional contracts.
Wonder if
But I'm
like
sure
all,
you've got
like
plenty
all.
to keep you busy right about now,
All throughout the Dark Brotherhood,
You've
maybe?
got people to kill, my friend. Best get to it.
Interesting. Okay, let me check this out. Recipe for disaster. I must speak with Festus Krex about my next target, the renowned chef known only as the Gourmet. Alright, so let me just see if I can get... Is he in here? He is. He's in here. Back in a corner. He's laying down. Ah, Festus, that's the old man.
There you are. Took your sweet time dealing with Cicero,
Are
eh?
you kidding me?
Now let's get down to business. Astrid told you about the Gourmet, I hope.
That I need to kill him and take on his identity.
Quite so. But first, you'll need to learn who he is. Assuming, of course, that the Gourmet actually is a he. Could be a woman, for all we know.
So you don't even know who the Gourmet is. Wonderful. Do you have any idea how I might find out? Remain silent.
You know, maybe I was wrong about you after all. Anyone who's smart enough to shut up and listen can't be all bad. In my, investigations, I came upon this. It's a copy of the Gourmet's cookbook, but not just any copy. It's signed, you see. Seems to be a message from the Gourmet to one Anton Varan. I've tracked Varan to the keep in Markarth. It would seem he's the cook.
What? This Anton Varan knows the Gourmet's true identity? Okay, so he's the cook of Markarth. That makes sense.
I believe so. Therefore, you are to obtain that information from Varan. Who the Gourmet really is and where he can be found.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
And when you're done with Varan, kill him. Loose ends and all that. Next, you'll have to... Are you still paying attention?
Are you kidding me? I'm gonna give him a intimidating stare, but remain silent.
As I was saying, you'll need to kill the Gourmet, of course. But what's more, you'll need to get his writ of passage, so you can take his place.
The writ of passage.
And if you can, hide his body. The longer it takes for anyone else to determine his real identity, the better. Now off with you.
So hide the Gourmet's body? Okay. So the Emperor and the Emperor's guards don't even know who the Gourmet is? I'm gonna take his place and they're just gonna be like, yeah, no, that's definitely him. We don't know any different. What else can you tell me about the Gourmet? Tell me about this cookbook. So the Gourmet is in Skyrim. Let's ask about the Gourmet.
Nobody knows his true identity. Well, nobody except Gaius Morrow, and you've already taken care of him.
Wow, this seems really sloppy.
Well, I do know the Gourmet was classically trained in traditional Breton cuisine in High Rock. So, that's where he must have met Anton Varan.
Oh, certainly.
In any event, our anonymous chef shares a passion for food with all of Tamriel. And that anonymity will prove the Emperor's undoing.
Tell me about this cookbook.
Uncommon Taste. It was published a few years ago. It became a sensation throughout the Empire almost overnight. The recipes were hailed as both practical and decadent. I made a few of the Gourmet's dishes myself, actually. His roast mutton with regard berry sauce is to die for. But his chocolate pate gives me the runs.
I'm not even going to ask him about the Gourmet. He obviously doesn't know anything.
Markarth Keep.
Yeah, that's right.
where you'll
Markarth
find
Keep.
Anton Varan.
Now I can leave the old man sputtering behind me. And I suppose I can just go straight over to Markarth. Yeah. I almost want to summon Lucien Lechance. Hear his take. If I liked any of these people in this sanctuary, I might go as far as to ask them about the contract. In fact, it would probably reveal useful information. Maybe I'll do that full round to everybody whenever I get to the, okay, time to go kill the Emperor part of it all. Just to see. Honestly, I don't really care for their opinions right now. I wish I could just attack them. I wish I could just be like, Astrid, you've made a mistake. I'm going to take over this sanctuary. Maybe even, I don't know. I wanted to say kill the old man, but I don't know why you'd do that. The old man seems like he would just bend to the greater will. The longer you hold down the powers button, the more powerful your shout. I think there are really only 2 words, though, or 2 levels of charge to any word. And when you get the 3rd word, it just makes that 2nd level of charge more powerful. They just kind of combine on that top level. I think, anyway. It's always seemed like, it doesn't seem like there's 3 different levels if I can hold Z. Alright, so, as if it matters, hop on Shadowmere. And off to Falkreath. Question Antoine, I can even go straight to the keep. Oh, I cannot fast travel at this time, why not? I'm guessing I have an enemy around. Well, why? Because I'm on the horse? Okay, hey, I'm gonna save this. And, I might chop the video off too. I'll see you guys when I'm in Markarth. I have arrived in Markarth, as you can tell by the many, many waterfalls and dwarven architecture. And my quest objector is telling me to go to Understone Keep. So in I head. Let us see if we can get a bead on a chef. Actually, I'm going to be looking. I guess I am looking for a chef. I was going to say I'm going to be looking for the friend of a chef, which is pretty nondescript as far as visual indicators go. But I actually probably am looking for a chef. Because who else would buy the chef's book, right? So I think it might be safe to assume that this guy is going to be the chef of Markarth. That's going to put him around, it's going to put him on palace grounds. Likely most of his time. And sure enough, he's up here. Anything above, well, let's see, before I talk. Actually, I should say anything through this hallway is palace grounds in Markarth. Because outside of that to the left, there's some other ruins you can get into. And there's a, I don't know, there's a guy over there you can get a quest off of. There's an enchanting table and a couple other things, but
don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
This is all within the palace.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my
Okay,
head
so I'm gonna have to talk to him, and if things go south, or just after I talk to him anyway, I'm going to have to kill him. So, I've got 2 people right here in the room with me. I'm betting that if I talk to him, there may be some dialogue options that just straight start the fight. And if that's the case, I don't necessarily want them to be right here. So I think what I'm going to do instead, there's beds all over the place. There's actually a bed right there. Given that there are 2 beds in the other room, I'm going to try to wait here for, let's see, it is 4 p.m. right now. I would like it to be like midnight or 1 a.m. So give me like 8 hours. That should put me just before midnight, like a minute before midnight. It is now midnight, and there they all stand. So let me give it just about another 3 hours. Baker hours. Normally bakers are up really early in the morning. They've got to get whole rounds of baking done before anybody else wakes up to come and start buying. So it's odd that they were up so late. Bakers normally go to bed super early because they get up super early. I guess that none of that holds sway in this time period. I'm just gonna see, just because I'm here already. Ring of Minor Wielding. There's a perk in Pickpocket that allows you to pickpocket equipped items. That ring would almost certainly register as an equipped item. I wish I had doors right here. It would be really nice if I had doors right here I could close. Okay. So hopefully without waking anybody in the other room up, I'm going to quick save, and then I'm going to wake Anton
yes,
up.
For the 100th time. I am a Breton. I was born in High Rock, and then I came here. I am not a Richman.
I know who you are, Anton, and where you're from. Ah, yes, High Rock, home of exquisite Breton cuisine. Remain silent. I'm actually gonna... This seems like it might cater to his good side, unless it comes off sarcastic.
Who are you? What do you want?
I think it came off sarcastic, because I'm guessing the Bretons probably don't actually have exquisite cuisine. They maybe have, you know, crappy cuisine. That was just sarcastic towards him. The Gourmet, who is he? Where is he?
The Gourmet?